Hello everyone, it's Mr. Macaluso. I'm sure that you're all getting a little bit tired of doing so much schoolwork hunched over your computer. I know I am. I have a solution for you. All of you know, or most of you know, that I love to juggle. And I think that because we are all looking for something to keep ourselves occupied other than schoolwork, that this would be a perfect opportunity for you to learn how to juggle. I'm even willing to give you extra credit in my classes if you can learn a couple of new juggling patterns that I post from time to time. Today I want to teach you how to do the most basic of all juggling moves. This is the way that most people learn how to juggle. It's called the 3-ball cascade. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to break it down in a couple of simple steps to help you learn how to do it yourself. If you can complete 50 catches in a row without dropping a ball, I'll give you extra credit. That sounds like a pretty good plan, doesn't it? I feel that juggling is a great opportunity for you to learn something new, okay? I'm a pretty old guy, and my brain doesn't always like to learn new things, but I force it to, and by golly, when I do learn something new, it's a great feeling. So I want you to have that feeling as well. Furthermore, even though you might think juggling is silly, juggling is really has all sorts of really good benefits for you. If you're an athlete, juggling is going to help you with your hand-eye coordination. It's going to help you with your peripheral vision. It's going to help with your rhythm. It's also going to help with your concentration. And what athlete doesn't want to improve all of those things? So here we go. Without further ado, here's the 3-ball cascade. So I have 3 balls, and I'm going to throw them up in the air like this, and I'm going to catch them. I can throw them a little bit higher if I want, or I can throw them a little bit lower if I want. Okay? That looks pretty simple, doesn't it? Well, it's simple for me, but it's not really that simple. I have a distinct memory of learning how to juggle when I was about 8 years old. My older sister Donna, who is a phenomenal athlete and used to beat the pants off me in everything we played, I remember one summer day on our front lawn, she taught me how to juggle with a couple of tennis balls. Now, I'm sure that this is not what I was doing on that very first day of juggling. I've taught a lot of people how to juggle in the years since, and no one picks it up that quickly. Probably what happened is after 20 or 30 minutes of trying, I probably was able to do this once. And let me tell you, learning how to do that once for the first time is a hallelujah moment. You feel so good. There's this kind of amazing feeling you get in your head when you learn a pattern like that. So I want you to learn that pattern because I want you to feel that hallelujah moment, right? And then as weeks go on, I'll teach you other patterns. Okay, so how do we do that? First off, you got to start off with 3 balls, and they should be balls of the same size, shape, and weight. I think all balls are the same shape, so that's probably pretty easy, but the size and the weight are the more important thing. I learned with tennis balls, and tennis balls were fine for my little 8-year-old hands, but I think tennis balls are a little bit too light. They tend to bounce out of your hands. Baseballs are a pretty good, hard balls that is, are a pretty good size and a pretty good weight, although they might hurt your toe if you don't have shoes on and you drop one. Lacrosse balls, good weight, good size, but they bounce too much, so you probably want to do that on the grass. You field hockey players out there, try the field hockey ball, but please don't do it inside. Your parents will be very angry with me. Those things are heavy and hard. Okay, anyway, so here's how we're going to start. I'm going to start off with just 1 ball, okay? This is easy. So what I want you to do is keep your hands down low, relax your shoulders, and just take the ball in your dominant hand and just throw it up in an arc and catch it with the other hand. Throw it up with an arc and catch it with the other hand. And just play catch back and forth. Okay, note, my hands aren't moving that much. And when I do it well, I throw it so that the ball lands right in my hand without me really having to move my hands. Okay, now this is relatively easy for me because I've probably done it, I don't know, 50,000 times. But it might be a little bit harder for you. Here's the great thing. It doesn't matter what kind of an athlete you are. You can learn this. Anybody can learn this. I'll tell you a secret. It's probably not that big of a secret, actually. But I'm not really very athletic. I have terrible hand-eye coordination. And I really don't have much rhythm at all. If you've ever seen me dance, you know that. But when you practice, you get good at things. So practice and you'll get good. All right, so that's what I want you to do. Just throw that one ball back and forth, okay? And once you get good at that, or you get bored of just playing catch with yourself, then pick up your second ball. So here we go, I have two balls. I'm going to start with the ball in my dominant hand, and I'm going to throw it up, and I'm going to throw the other one, okay? And I'm going to start with my left hand now. Throw it, and throw the other one. Start with my right, then my left, left, and right. And note how the balls are crossing, okay? So this looks easy, but again, if you've never done it before, it's pretty hard, right? And even when I think about it too much, I don't really throw it that well, okay? So once you get that down, play with it at different heights. Or throw one up and don't throw the other one until it's almost at your hand, okay? I'm actually not very good at that. You can see my throws are a little off when I do it, but just play around with it, okay? And you get better at it, okay? So once you've mastered that, or you're just tired of it, pick up your third ball. Start with two balls in your dominant hand. Now look how I'm holding them, right? One ball is between my thumb and my index finger, or sometimes I put it between my what is that? My swearing finger, and then I keep my index finger back for support. And then the other ball is between the meat of my palm and my ring finger. Okay, and I'm going to throw this one first and then that one, okay? So I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to throw it up, then my other hand, and then let's just do it one rotation. So you end with two balls in your left hand, and then start again, right? That's just three throws. There you go. Okay, now, again, looks easy, but it might take you some time to figure out. Okay, I know when I first start a new pattern, it usually looks something like this. I throw one ball, I throw the second ball, then I throw the third one, and it goes way over on the other side of the room. And it's frustrating, but you know, you just go over and you pick it up. No harm done. Okay, after a while, you get into the rhythm, and you just start adding more throws. Okay, believe me, if you practice long enough, your mind just kind of gets quiet, and instead of freaking out and throwing the ball way over there, it just gets into a rhythm, and that rhythm feels really good. And the first time that you get this down, it's gonna just feel awesome. Okay, do you remember what it felt like when you learned how to ride a bike for the first time, or when you learned how to swim for the first time? That's an amazing feeling, and I think that we should all strive to find that feeling as often as we can. So that took 8 minutes, and if you watched it, you should be able to juggle the 3-ball cascade. Thanks for watching. Bye.